You've heard the name. Tesla. The car. The brand. The meme. But behind all that, was a man. A man born during a lightning storm, who would go on to electrify the entire world. Nikola Tesla wasn't just an inventor. He was a visionary. A dreamer. A loner. And maybe, just maybe, a little mad. He saw things in his mind with such clarity. He didn't need blueprints. He spoke 8 languages, slept just 2 hours a night. And believed he could wirelessly transmit energy, for free. And yet, he died penniless. Alone in a New York hotel room. His belongings seized by the US government. So who was Nikola Tesla? A forgotten genius? A misunderstood prophet? Or something more, mysterious? This is the secret life of Nikola Tesla. Chapter 1. It was midnight, July 10, 1856, in the village of Smiljan, what is now Croatia. As a fierce lightning storm raged above, a baby was born. Midwife, this child will be a child of darkness. Mother, no, of light. That child was Nikola Tesla. From an early age, Nikola was different. He could memorize entire books, do complex math in his head, and see inventions in his mind, fully formed. He didn't need drawings or drafts. He just imagined it, and built it. Tesla claimed he had visions, flashes of light followed by sudden ideas or images. To others, it seemed strange. To him, it was a gift. He once said, "My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration." His father, a priest, wanted him to join the church. But Nikola's fascination with machines and electricity only grew stronger. His mother, Juka, was an inventor herself, crafting simple household tools and devices. Tesla would later say his creative mind came from her. When he was 17, Nikola nearly died from cholera. After months of suffering, he made a promise. If he survived, he would dedicate his life to science and invention. He did. And he never looked back. Tesla went on to study engineering in Graz and Prague. One day, during a lecture, he saw a demonstration of a device called the Gram dynamo, a machine that could work both as a generator and a motor. To most people, it was a curiosity. But to Tesla, it was the seed of an idea that would change the world. An electric motor powered by alternating current. Unlike the clunky motors of the day, Tesla imagined one with no sparks, no brushes, just smooth, efficient energy. But people laughed at him. Alternating current? It's too dangerous. Too unstable, they said. Tesla didn't care. He believed in the idea. And he knew the world wasn't ready yet. So in 1884, with just a few coins in his pocket and a head full of inventions, Nikola Tesla boarded a ship to America. He was chasing a dream. And heading straight into the heart of the electric age, where he would meet a man named Thomas Edison. Chapter 2. When Tesla arrived in New York in 1884, he had 4 cents in his pocket. And a letter of recommendation addressed to one of the most powerful men in America. Thomas Edison. Edison was already famous. He had invented the phonograph and the electric light bulb. But his electrical system ran on direct current, DC. DC worked, but it was expensive, inefficient, and could only travel short distances. Tesla believed there was a better way, alternating current, AC. It could travel farther, power cities, and revolutionize the world. But there was a problem. Edison hated it. Tesla briefly worked for Edison, helping improve his DC generators. But when Tesla proposed AC, Edison mocked the idea. Legend has it Edison even promised Tesla $50,000 to fix a major problem, then refused to pay. Edison, when you become a full-fledged American, you'll appreciate an American joke. Tesla quit on the spot. Broke but not broken, Tesla dug ditches to survive. But soon, he found a powerful ally, George Westinghouse. Westinghouse believed in Tesla's AC system, and bought his patents. Together, they began building the future of electricity. Edison launched a smear campaign. He said AC was dangerous, deadly even. He organized public demonstrations where animals were electrocuted using AC. Including, tragically, an elephant named Topsy. He even helped develop the electric chair, just to show how deadly AC could be. But Tesla's technology spoke for itself. In 1893, Tesla and Westinghouse won the contract to power the Chicago World's Fair. For the first time, a city was lit entirely with AC power. The crowds were amazed. The press called it a miracle. Edison lost. AC won. And the world would never be the same. Chapter 3. With the world now running on alternating current, Tesla became a star. But electricity was just the beginning. He had a lab in New York, a place where the air itself crackled with energy. Visitors saw flashes of lightning, coils buzzing, lights glowing wirelessly. It looked like magic. But it was science. One of Tesla's most famous creations? The Tesla coil. It could generate millions of volts, shoot electric arcs into the air, and power lights without wires. People watched in awe as Tesla stood calmly. Electricity dancing around him like a god of lightning. He dreamed bigger than anyone. Wireless lighting. Global communication. Even a system to send electricity through the Earth's crust, wirelessly. In Colorado Springs, he built a massive coil that lit up bulbs, from miles away. And he claimed he once received a mysterious signal, possibly from another planet. But his biggest project of all, was Wardenclyffe Tower. A 187-foot metal tower in Long Island, funded by banker J.P. Morgan. Tesla promised it would transmit messages, images, even power. Across the world. But Tesla made a mistake. He told Morgan, "I don't just want to transmit communication. I want to give the world free energy." Morgan's reply: "If anyone can draw on the power, where do we put the meter?" The funding stopped. The tower was dismantled. And Tesla's dream crumbled. He would go on to create over 300 patents. Radio-controlled boats, bladeless turbines, wireless bulbs, and early concepts of radar and robotics. But many ideas stayed locked in his mind, or lost in time. Chapter 4. As the 20th century marched forward, Tesla faded into the shadows. The world was racing into a new era, but it was leaving its greatest mind behind. His inventions were revolutionary. But business? That was never Tesla's strength. He turned down huge profits. Gave away patents. And as competitors rose, Tesla refused to play their game. By the 1910s and 20s, others were being credited for ideas he'd pioneered. Guglielmo Marconi won the Nobel Prize for radio, using 17 of Tesla's patents. Tesla sued, and years later, the U.S. Supreme Court finally ruled in his favor. But the prize? The fame? They never came. Tesla spent his later years alone, in a New York hotel. Feeding pigeons, working on secret experiments. And warning of powerful new energy weapons he called the death ray. Governments took notice. When he died in 1943, the FBI seized his papers. Some of which remain classified to this day. Once a man who lit the world. Now forgotten by the very future he helped create. But time would change that. Chapter 5. Decades after his death, the world began to rediscover Nikola Tesla. The man once overlooked, was now seen as a prophet of the modern age. Today, His inventions power our homes, cities, and devices. His name lives on, across textbooks, documentaries, and even the sky. An electric car company now bears his name. One of the most valuable companies on Earth. His vision of wireless energy, clean power, and global communication wasn't science fiction, it was the blueprint for the world we're building. And yet, perhaps what makes Tesla truly legendary is not just what he invented, but what he imagined. He once said, "The present is theirs. The future, for which I really worked, is mine." Tesla died alone, but he never gave up on the future. And now, the future is catching up. Subscribe for more untold stories. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting stories.